Time for our last heat of the day. Here is your starting grid for X30 Senior, heat number 11 of the weekend, A and B. Clément Outran and Alessandro Tudisca, both heat winners this weekend, are on the front row. Kevin Lantinga and Marco Piccolo are on row 2. Mathis Merscout, another heat winner, on row 3, joined by Fionn McLaughlin. Tobias Norman and Otto Peikkinen round out row number 4, ahead of Bertrand Saxe and Georges Nassar. Clément Massot, Iliano Couture, Hugh Holy, Tyrone Kinard, Christian Bizatti, Job Müller, Noah Maton, Suleiman Zamfari, Raphael Dow and Jack Nettleship round out the top 20. Completing the 36-strong grid will be Lucas Horsica, Maximiliano Radek da Silva, Rafael Linders, Casper Norman, Maxim van Schoenwinkel, Aaron Ferrazano, Jeroen van Duivenvoorde, Dinan de Vos, Kane Ince, Rins Vos, Eric Vess, Ruby Villenden, Carl Luthart, Olivia Sampson, Luna Claire, and last but by certainly no means least, the Spanish tornado, simply known as Ruben Moya. A capacity grid. It's been a busy day here today, Simon, but we have been pretty much entertained every single step of the way, and we've got another 14 qualifying heats before the finals tomorrow.
Ouais, encore un très beau programme demain, mais effectivement aujourd'hui on a déjà vécu pas mal de manches qualificatives. Il y en avait 17 au programme et on arrive donc à la toute dernière de la journée ce vendredi. Il y en aura encore bien d'autres demain, donc vous savez comment nous retrouver, soit sur le Karting Genk, soit sur la chaîne YouTube de la Yame Series Benelux. N'hésitez pas à vous abonner avec ces lives vidéos qui vous sont proposées avec l'ensemble des courses, les manches qualificatives, mais aussi et surtout les finales. Dernière manche qualificative ce vendredi avec les groupes A et B de la catégorie X30 senior. Clément Outran, Alessandro Tudisca en première ligne, le Français en pole position devant le Belge Kevin Lantinga et Marco Piccolo au 3e et 4e rang, 5e place pour Mathis Merscout. Tiens, un vainqueur de manche qualificative cette journée.
So, let's see what happens. Will it be Outran? Will it be Tudisca with a 4th win this weekend so far? Last race of the day, it's underway. Here we go, and it's a straight drag race between Tudisca and Outran in towards turns 1 and 2. And, well, we've had a little bit of a moment off of turn 2, one of which I think was the... Oh, don't tell me. Was that Q Ho Lee? I think that is. Q Ho Lee, straight, near enough straight on. And, well, that is not how the Korean driver would have wanted to start the final qualifying heat of the race day. But at the moment, well, the person leading it is not Clément Outran, not Alessandro Tudisca. It is Kevin Lantinga, the 296 from the Netherlands, that has got the early getaway. But Outran and Tudisca and Lo Piccolo has had no luck with regards to heat wins this weekend, has not had one yet. But could that change? Well, yes, it was Q Ho Lee. Oh, and there's someone with a very, very noisy exhaust. That person will more than likely be pinged with the mechanical black flag, or as we like to say in the UK, the meatball flag. So someone is going to have to park that in very, very quickly. I've got a feeling that, I'm not too sure, that might be possibly someone like maybe Ruby Villenden, Maxim van Schoenwinkel or Iliano Couture. It could be Couture because he started in 12th place. And Q Ho Lee, well, that's like someone playing a very, very loud tuba, out of tune at the moment. But Kevin Lantinga is holding on for the race lead, as if his life depended on it.
Oui, attention à l'attaque de Clément Outran justement pour le gain de la première place. C'est passé de manière assez nette pour le pilote français qui récupère sa première place. Kevin Lantinga qui avait pris un superbe envol et réalisé un superbe début de course, repasse en deuxième position. Non, il réplique pour reprendre la première place. Et qui vient tenter de s'intercaler là, Alessandro Tunisca et Tobias Norman. Oh, ça s'est touché quelque peu. Alessandro Tunisca qui passe en deuxième position. Attention, Clément Outran à ne pas aller s'accrocher là, notamment avec Tobias Norman, le pilote danois qui n'a pas toujours été verni ce vendredi. Et Clément Outran qui passe en deuxième position. Avec un contact là. Et attention, Alessandro Tunisca à ne pas aller s'accrocher non plus. Lui qui a jusqu'ici réalisé un top début de week-end. Et je pense qu'il est conscient de cela. Il ne doit pas s'énerver outre mesure dans ce peloton. Il est pour l'instant sixième, rien de mal fait pour le pilote belge qui a encore de très belles ambitions au championnat. Il pourrait encore terminer facilement sur le podium final en fin de saison. Il est pour l'instant quatrième avec notamment un superbe week-end d'ouverture du côté de Mariembourg. Deuxième à l'issue des manches qualificatives, deuxième à l'issue de la finale derrière le leader du championnat, Sam Balota. C'était un magnifique week-end d'ouverture et donc ça veut dire que du côté de Mariembourg, il arrivera là-bas pour la finale du championnat en confiance et donc il faut avant tout marquer des points ce week-end et jusqu'ici il réussit plutôt bien son pari. Et les choses sont en train de se calmer dans ce peloton avec Kevin Latinga qui a pris le large en tête du classement. Il possède 1 seconde 1 d'avance sur Clément Outran qui emmène avec lui Tobias Norman, Mathis Merskout, Marc Lopiccolo et Alessandro Tunisca.
Well, Tobias Norman from Denmark having a lot more luck his side this time, the driver on the OTK. Mathis Merskout, previous heat winner. Clément Outran, previous heat winner. Alessandro Tunisca, previous heat winner. Theo McLaughlin, well, he's currently running 8th, along with the likes of Bertom Saxe, Tihon Kinad, Suleiman Zamfari. Ruben Moy has already gained 17 places from the back end of the field and is now up into 19th. So how far will the Spaniard get through the order as we are just under 5.5 minutes to go, plus an additional lap. But a good run here by Kevin Lantinga. 1.163 seconds was the gap after 4 laps. Now it could be possibly extending. Let's find out. 0.98. New fastest lap. 55. It's all the fives for Clément Outran. 55.555. Try and say that rapidly. Not easy. In the meantime, Alessandro Tunisca gets past Marc Lopiccolo from France in the number 375. So that is a change for 5th on the road. So it's now about how the rest respond behind Kevin Lantinga. And we've seen both Kevin and Roxanne, this point, competing for race victories. And this is what we like to see, that there's always evolution over the course of the race season, especially when you get to the tail end of it. You get past that second half, and then there are those drivers that know that they're not going to be in the championship standings. They know for a fact that they have an opportunity to improve and get themselves ready for the next trip to Yami Series Benelux for 2025, for instance. The same could be said for a lot of drivers, including the likes of Mathis Merskout. Didn't join us at the opening round at Marienburg, then joined us at Austriacorp and really set the championship alight a little bit. But a DQ in the A final last time out, right at this very circuit just a few weeks ago, back in August, meant that it put him a little bit further down the order than he would like. However, with 4 minutes to go, Kevin Lantinga holding on to that lead, and at the moment, between him and Clément Outran, it spans to about 0.8 of a second. Looks like that gap is coming down somewhat, Simon.
Ouais, on arrive tout doucement dans le money time de cette manche qualificative, la 11e de la journée dans cette catégorie X30 senior avec Kevin Latinga toujours en tête. Attention parce que l'écart tend à se réduire avec Clément Outran, le pilote français qui n'a pas dit son dernier mot pour la victoire. La course n'est pas gagnée, loin de là pour Kevin Latinga, le pilote néerlandais. Qui voit revenir Clément Outran, et Clément Outran revient avec d'autres pilotes, notamment Tobias Norman, alors qu'on voit ici John McLaughlin qui remonte. Il est passé en 7e position devant Bertram Saxe, le pilote irlandais. très à l'aise sur ce circuit limbourgeois, mais pas toujours chanceux aujourd'hui avec notamment ce problème mécanique dans l'une de ses manches qualificatives alors qu'il était largement en tête. C'était sous la pluie en début d'après-midi. Kevin Latinga, Clément Outran, Tobias Norman, c'est le top 3 au moment d'aborder les 2 minutes 30 restantes et un tour. Qui va l'emporter? Kevin Latinga, le leader de cette manche qualificative, ou tout simplement le poleman Clément Outran? Réponse dans 2 minutes.
Well, we're heading down into the final couple of minutes plus an additional lap still to go, as that is a very robust manoeuvre on Tobias Norman by Alessandro Tudisca. So we still have time to play with. So with just under 2 minutes to go, plus an additional lap, Kevin Lantinga is just 0.4 of a second away from Clément Outran, who is chasing him down. There's a bit of a bigger gap now between second and third, as Alessandro Tudisca is trying to hustle. One, Matis Mariscalt. Lantinga looking to become a new, different winner here today, as up the inside, through on Matis Mariscalt goes Alessandro Tudisca. Tobias Norman from Denmark trying to also wrestle his way through. Marc Lopiclo from France trying to get through in his own right and trying to make a couple of moves up the order. But more to the point now, Clément Outran is right with Kevin Lantinga. They're coming out of turn number 8 for what is going to be more than likely the second from last time here at Karting Genk here today. We've had 17 qualifying heats in total. Another 14 to go tomorrow. That's going to be 8 senior. That's going to be four junior, and that is going to be 10 senior races, I believe. And it will be the case that whoever has got through the most demanding schedule over the course of this year's Yamis Series Benelux Championship, these drivers will need every single second of recuperation, refreshment and revitalisation ready for what is going to be another long day in the office. Warm-up starts at 8:30 tomorrow morning. As a little bit further back, Hugh Holy gets through on George Nassar in the 294 from Victory Lane. But the timer has now run out. One more tour to go after this one to round out the race day. Kevin Lantinga, 1,400 metres away from something to celebrate. Last lap of the day underway here in Heat 11. X30 Senior, A versus B, and Kevin Lantinga, the minute he got to the front, he pulled an initial advantage and is still holding on. Clément Outran, looking for a second heat win today, is trying to tee him up for the crisscross through into turn number 6, but Lantinga was wise to it. Outran to the outside. Lantinga defends into turn 7. Now into 8. Outran's trying to force the door open, but Kevin Lantinga says that Clément Outran will not pass him on the corner. Now into turn 10. Lantinga shuffles the back end, shimmies it over to the left-hand side. Now defends. There comes Alessandro Tudisca. It's going to be a 3-way scrap for the race lead. Outran trying to force the issue. Tudisca right in the wheel tracks of the pair of them. It's going to be the run to the line. Who's going to take it? It's Kevin Lantinga. Kevin Lantinga wins by 48 thousandths of a second. Drag race to the line. Kevin Lantinga finally gets a heat win in a Yamis Series Benelux in 2024. What a last-minute defence. Did the old shimmy going into Cafe Corner, did Kevin Lantinga. And well-deserved. 48 thousandths of a second separated first and second place after 12 laps. Lantinga takes the win, ahead of Clément Outran, Alessandro Tudisca, Matis Mariscalt. Tobias Norman rounds out the top 5. Mark Law Piccolo, Fian McLaughlin, Bertram Saxe, Clément Massot, and Morocco Zulman Zanfari round out the top 10. Lucas Horsika, Job Muller, Tihon Kinard, Jack Nettleship, and Ruben Moya round out the top 15. Moya claimed 21 scalps on the way to 15th position. Q Ho Lee, George Nassar, Casper Norman, Noah Metton, and Carl Luthart round out the top 20. Aaron Ferrazano, Rafael Linders, Rafael Dahl, Kane Ince, Christian Biazzati, Maximiliano Radek da Silva, Eliano Couture, Otto Paikkonen ended up 28th after that race, ahead of Jiro van Duvenvoorde, Dylan de Vos, Ruby van Linden, and Eric Vess round out the 32 finishers. Lap 6, we lost Luna Claret. Lap 2, Maxine van Schoenwinkel. And on the opening couple of tours, Rinse Vos and Olivia Sampson. But Kevin Lantinga, a new race winner in 2024, ahead of Houton and Tudiska, your top 3 as Heat 11, A versus B for X30 Senior concludes the action here on Friday evening.